Hakken 8元。
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Tokyo Street Anniversary and in collaboration with Eddie Magaki. So this is Tokyo Street's 11th anniversary and today we are honored to have one of our special guests here to meet all of you. This person, they are a cosplayer and they are an artist. They have been portraying all kinds of cosplay portrayals in their art form and artistry. This person doesn't need much introduction because all of you are here waiting for them, isn't it? Yes, exactly. So without further ado, let us invite Hakken! Hello there, Hakken. It's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Would you like to say hi to your fans as well? Everyone's here for you. Alright, so before we move on further with the entire session, I will give you guys a briefing on what's going to happen later with the interview session with Hakken. So we're going to have some introduction, warm up to the entire session, and then afterwards we'll have some Q&A, and then we'll have a social game session. What is that? You shall see, so please stay tuned with us. So without further ado, Hakken, do you mind introducing yourself to all our audience here? Your fans are here, but maybe there are some newcomers here. They do not know who you are, they're not familiar with you. Can you tell us more?
Hey everyone, I'm Hakken. I'm a cosplayer from Malaysia, and here's a funny story. Today I was actually supposed to bring a cosplay, but because I traveled from the state, so we have everything. We've got accessory, the costume, but I forgot the wig, so just to make sure I'm so sorry, and I hope we have fun later.
It's okay! No worries about it, because Hakken, as you can see, even though you forgot your wig, I'm sure the fans are here excited to see you, isn't it? No costume, they are here for Hakken, isn't it? Your fans are very enthusiastic and I'm sure they want to know you more. Okay, so let us go on with the question, shall we? So okay, I have a question for you, Hakken. This is like a burning question. I'm sure a lot of our fans and our audience here are curious about it. Because I know you've been cosplaying since 2010, isn't it? Yeah, 2010, that's a long time. That's like more than 10 years of love and passion in this hobby, and this hobby turned to a career for you. So what are some of the best memories you have when it comes to the journey that you're having?
I feel like one of the best memories is definitely meeting everyone during the events, because it's different when you interact with them online and seeing everyone in real life and feel the energy and people. This is one of the best memories every time I get to see that you
And it has been 2 years, isn't it? Like more than 2 years. And you finally come back to Malaysia and been having appearances in Malaysia to see your fans physically. So how does that feel, seeing them physically here and interacting with them online? Is there any differences?
Definitely, because when you meet them online, you can see their faces and interact face to face. It's actually very different, and I'm always very happy to see everyone here.
That's great, and we're so glad to have you here, and I'm sure your fans are very much appreciative to see you here in person as well. Because 2 years, you guys never get to see Hakken, and now Hakken in person. So thank you so much for telling us that. And I have a question, because just now with my introduction, I actually introduced you not just as a cosplayer, but as an artist. And this is because during one of your interviews, you actually described cosplay as an art form. Yeah, it's a very specific way of describing this hobby. And then you have certainly displayed artistic sense and skills in your cosplay portrayals, especially through your makeup and your entire portrayal, come down to the mannerisms and everything. So can you share with us your process in creating your cosplay looks, your portrayals?
Usually I decide on a director, and I have a few, my family and friends, and they help me in creating costumes, and we find occasions together. Sometimes we travel overseas for photo shoots, because I love to travel and find kind of occasions. Because in Malaysia it's quite limited. Sometimes you just have to go out, and I have like friends and families who help me with that. And after they just take photos, and it was actually very casual, flow.
Gradual thing, isn't it?
Yes.
It's not 0 to 100. It's started off slow.
Sometimes we work halfway, and I get distracted, and the cosplay just doesn't come out. And it's just like that.
So you're telling us that you procrastinate as well?
A lot.
So for all cosplayers out there, don't you worry, Hakken procrastinates too. But regardless, you still bring in the look. feel like resting and procrastinating?
I feel like if I have to do something, if I really want to get something done, it has to be, kind of like immediately. I cannot stop halfway. And if I was preparing a costume or something, I stop halfway and I go on stuff, I'll never come back. So yeah.
So you start from, you just go on one track.
Yes. Never have anything planned and just go.
That's a very good tip. So for those who want to beat your procrastination, listen to Hakken. Just one track mind, look at your goal.
But I procrastinate like most of the time.
So this is an example of do as you say, but not as you do.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing with us your process and tips and tricks in defeating procrastination. Yeah, and then I have another burning question too, especially for our fans, because the latest career update that we have is that you have joined Tier 1 Entertainment as one of your talents.
Yes.
Congratulations! Yeah, this is a huge deal because we are talking about an international agency having you as one of the Malaysian representative talent. So is it possible if you share with us some, tidbits, some behind the scenes tidbits about how the process came to be? Did they scout you? Did they find you? Can you tell us more?
It was actually my friend came to me. The friend is also in Taiwan. My friend came to me and be like, hey, you want to do something together? And I'm all for adventure, so I was like, okay, whatever, just there, And eventually he found Tier 1 and he connected this together. And after a few minutes, we thought, yeah, it's cool. We'll join Tier 1. It's a new adventure and it's a pretty cool company. They party every day.
Okay, since you mentioned a party, I believe your fans want to know as well. Are you a party person?
Not really. I can party, but depends.
So it depends on the occasion, on the people,
Yeah.
the crowd. Ah, I see. So guys, you hear it. Not a party person, but likes the right crowd, which means you guys. That's amazing. And from the sound of it, you are actually a person, because you mentioned that you want to try things, you're adventurous. So is this kind of your adventure so far? Like, do you have any future plans? Because when it comes to adventurous person, after they achieve something, they want more, isn't it?
Yeah.
Any future plans?
For me, I'm still trying to see, how far this can go, like how much more that I can do and how much more I can achieve in my works as well. And besides that, I think I do have a few, I wouldn't say it's a plan, or I would say it's a vision. It's just something that pops out in my mind that I have no idea if I'm going to do it. And I've always wanted to open a nice coffee shop somewhere. You guys can come and chill together.
Coffee shop, this sounds like a wonderful idea. Okay guys, I'm gonna hold on to that because coffee shop. Can you tell us more about it? Let's build the coffee shop right here, right now. Envision it. I believe your fans would like to see your vision about coffee shop. Okay, I have one question. The burning question. Yeah, all questions are burning, guys, but this is especially burning. Will they have cats in it? Yes?
Definitely.
Oh, that's great. And in your chill cafe, you serve coffee.
I have no idea how to make coffee, but I can try.
I'm sure you have people teaching you how to do it. That's amazing. So it sounds like you have so many things, so many things in your plan, and you're aiming high, sky high. So, ladies and gentlemen, guys, boys and girls, I would like you to give your blessings to Hakken and wish them all the best in their adventurous journey. And then down the road, maybe they'll open a coffee shop with cats in it. So thank you so much for the questions. And I have one more question to ask the fans first, then I'll ask you about it. So, dear fans, can you tell me, where is Hakken from? It's funny, isn't it? So, and we can't say official because you are not anointed yet, but maybe in the future, who knows? So, as a non-official Sarawak export representative, I would like to ask you, is there anything you would like to introduce to our audience here about Sarawak? Maybe the food, maybe the scenery, anything?
From the city I came from, we're gonna have nothing but beaches. So if you like beaches, this why you see like a lot of my photo shoots are taken at the beach because it's basically seaside. I know a lot of people that live in the city, like Kuala Lumpur, you don't really get to go to beaches a lot. But in my city, basically everywhere you go, there's a beach. There's one right outside my house too.
Wow. So it's literally, you grew up with the beach.
Yes, true.
Do you like the sea a lot? Are you a sea person or a mountain person?
A sea person.
Because you grew up with it. I see, I see. So you recommend to our audience and your fans here to visit Sarawak's beaches and check things out?
We have good food too.
Okay, this is like a very Malaysian question. Every time you talk to a Malaysian, you ask about the food. Yeah, so any Sarawakian food you would recommend to the audience?
I'm not sure what it's called in English, but like one of my favorite is something called Fen Gan Dan.
Oh, you guys know about it, the Gantan? Yeah, I see some. Okay.
Yeah, something it's good.
Okay, that sounds like a delicacy. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, you go to a Sarawakian beach, you enjoy Fen Gan Dan while thinking of Hakken. That sounds good, right? So thank you so much with the questions. This concludes our Q&A session, but don't go away. Now we'll go into the social game. So this game is what we call Would You Rather. Okay, let me explain the rules to you a bit. So I'm gonna ask Hakken to pick a number for me, 1 to 25. And then afterwards, I will be asking Hakken the question. So there will be two scenarios in the question, hence the title, Would You Rather. And then Hakken shall make their choices and tell me and tell the audience why do you make their choices. Yeah, is that okay? Alright, let me get ready with the question. Yes, Hakken. Okay. Okay, this is an interesting one. Would you rather only be able to listen to one song for the rest of your life, or only be able to watch one show for the rest of your life? So one song or one show?
One song.
Oh, this reminds me of, I'm not so sure if there's any Stranger Things fans here. Yeah? You know, I see some ways. You know that one song that keeps a demon at bay? Oh, yeah, because the story is that they have this one song, they'll be listening to it, and that keeps all the nasty things and demons at bay. So that's your song, isn't it? Can you tell us what song it is?
I don't think I can choose right now. Maybe give me a few days.
Okay. I'll hold on to your word. I think your fans will hold on to your word. Okay, guys, remember to remind Hakken a few days later to maybe tell you the song. You know, that one song that they are okay listening for it for the rest of their life. Okay? So yeah, thank you so much for number 8. Okay, can you pick another number?
15.
This is about life in general. Would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button for your life?
I don't think I would want a rewind button because, for me, I just go with the flow in life. If things happen, it happens and you move on. But pause, maybe, in some of the most beautiful times I want to pause for a while, cherish it for a little while.
So from the sound of it, you are the kind of person that you do not want to look back at your past because you want to move forward.
Yes.
But you want to pause the moments. Is there any moments you can think of that you want to pause? Like right now, for example?
Definitely now. And I was thinking there's one moment. I remember when I was in Venice, in Italy, and because I have a shoot around 4 or 5 in the morning, and it was during sunrise. It was so beautiful, and it passed by pretty quickly, just a few minutes. If I can pause, maybe I can take some more photos.
Because the sunrise rises too soon.
But it was very beautiful, because all for a while and look at it for a little more.
Yeah, because you have so many travel experience. You have been traveling across the globe, like to Italy, to Paris, for example, for your cosplay photo shoots. Do you mind sharing with us some of your experiences? It can be a funny one, it can be a beautiful one, like a sunrise that you mentioned.
There's a funny one. I posted on my personal Facebook video. I always joke around there, but maybe some people don't know. It was when we were in Italy too. Me and my friend, we were cosplaying as Jojo. We just go around the city and take photos. And we were cosplaying as Jojo. I was Rohan, she was Jojo. And we were at this museum. There was this foreign guy. He came up to us and be like, where are you guys from? We're like, we're from Malaysia. And he looked at us for a while and he was like, do all Malaysians dress like this? And I was like, yes. And he walked away puzzled.
Okay, so you are responsible for one foreigner out there
Yes.
thinking that Malaysian dress
Just like this, yes. I am sorry if I,
It's alright, imagine one day the foreigner actually come to Malaysia and
if
realize,
people don't dress like Jojo.
but you certainly make their day because
Yeah.
you don't see like a very intricate and fully completed JoJo cosplay in public just like that.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah, so we have been cosplaying a lot in public, taking pictures, like you mentioned just now, at the beaches and everything. Is there any tips and tricks when it comes to taking picture in public? Like for example, how to calm your nerves, how to make sure that you are not, you're focusing on the picture and not interrupted. Is there anything?
Thick face. Yes, but definitely, if you want to do it in public, make sure you don't disturb the others. Because I usually do it at places that no one goes, or during sunrise, these kind of days where nobody goes out, so you don't want it to be going public. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And sometimes certain places, the permits and permission
Yes, definitely.
actually settle as well.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Hakken. Thank you so much for the tips as well. Okay, we've asked 2 questions. That is go on with more. Pick a number for me, please.
20.
20. Okay. This is I think anime fans will like this because would you rather never be able to go out during the day or never be able to go out at night? This is like a vampire situation.
Oh wow. It's kind of hard to choose actually. Never go out during the day. Maybe I would go with never going out during the night.
Ooh, okay, I'll be honest with you. Because you look so suave and cool in your black color outfit right now, I will expect you to choose night, to be more relevant. So, going on with the color question, are you a black or white color person?
Definitely black.
Well, you like to go on in things at daytime. Can you tell us more? Right?
I like going around at daytime because at daytime I feel like it's more. I like energy. I'm an extrovert. I like going around and I like the sunlight, but maybe not here because we go out it's pretty hot. But if the day is cool and there's sunlight, it feels really good.
That's great. And because you grew up at the beach, so it's always sunshine and
Oh yes. Yes, if you never go out during the day, you can't see sunrise and sunset. I love those kind of stuff.
the beauty of daytime yourself. Alright, thank you so much. Let me check the time. We still have time, so more questions are coming. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Can you pick the number from here again?
7.
7. Lucky number 7. Okay, this is a question about abilities. Would you rather be able to speak any language, or be able to communicate with animals?
Speak any language.
Oh. Why?
Because if I can speak any language, there's no problem in understanding what all of you are talking about. Because sometimes I need translations, and sometimes mistranslations exist. If I can understand any language in the world, it would be much more convenient. I can get closer to everyone. For animals, I meow with my cats, so I don't think that's a problem.
Okay, I have another burning question. When you meow at your cat, do you think your cat understands you?
I think they understand, but they choose not to acknowledge it.
Yeah, that's cats.
That's cats.
But yeah, I'm actually not surprised you picked the selection for communicating in any language because you have been traveling around across the world to different conventions and meet your fans in different countries, isn't it?
Yes.
Can you tell us more, how does it feel to be able to fly to different countries and talk to your fans in different countries?
I feel very lucky, to be able to meet my fans from all over the world face to face in their own country, and then it's very different. The culture and everything in every country is different, and I just feel very lucky to be able to experience all of this.
That's great, that's amazing. I'm sure our fans feel the sentiments as well. They get to meet you in person when they're in different countries as well. Alright, so thank you so much. I'll go with one more question, and then we'll have a wildcard question, and then a last question. Alright, so more questions incoming. So Hakken, would you do me the honors? One final number.
24.
24. Alright. Okay, this is straight up related to ACG culture. Would you rather be trapped inside a video game or have that video game come to life in the real world?
Isn't this kind of the same?
Yeah, come to think of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, the difference is that you get to bring Sword Art Online in Kuala Lumpur, so we need to translate that name for us. And the other one is that you get to go into it.
Go into it, maybe.
Ah.
Because if they come to real life, they're still real life. But if you go into a video, it's another world. It's a different thing. It's entirely a different dimension. I think that would be more interesting.
A different place and a different atmosphere.
Definitely.
Are you a gaming person? Do you play lots of games?
I don't play a lot, but I do play some of the games.
Can you tell us any recent games you're very much in love with that you want to share with us?
Recently, maybe not a lot, but I've been a fan of Final Fantasy for a long time.
Oh. Alright, because we have, okay, for those who don't game much, but I'm sure all of you know about the game, Final Fantasy has many titles. Which one's your favorite?
7.
Ah!
Yes, Crisis Core was my first Final Fantasy game on PS2, and then after that, I was obsessed with it, and I tried like the original Final Fantasy 7, and then I played the remake too, and there are all these movies and different other games.
Alright. Oh, that sounds amazing. And I have another burning question incoming. Are you a cloud person or a Zack person? I hear some noises.
It's hard to choose, but if you say, I mean, Zack gave me a lot of emotional damage during his death. So
R.I.P.
So yeah, because it's my first game, it's my first Final Fantasy was with Zack, so I think I'll go with Zack. But my favorite is Sephiroth actually.
Oh,
yeah. He is the villain.
So, if you need to choose between the hero and the villain, you go for the villain. I see. I mean, you choose Black Color, so
yes.
that's right. Alright, thank you so much for playing this with me. Would you rather? Yeah, I'm sure fans, you understand Hakken more right now, isn't it? That's great. Alright, I have a wild card question before we close off the session today, the interview session today with an ending question. So the wild card question is, your fans are really responsive, they really love you. So guys, can you give a shout out to Hakken right here?
I think I'm just gonna bring some of my favorite characters into it, just for the experience. I don't care if you defeat the boss and then.
So it's the journey that matters, the end goal, whether you defeat the boss and stay the dragon, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
That's great. So who would you pick?
First one, Sephiroth, Bucharati. There's no strategy in this. They're just some of my favorite characters. And Madara from Naruto.
Very surprising choices, and all of them are they are not heroes, they are anti-heroes. They have some streak of evil. You like characters like this, I assume?
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah.
Can you tell us more? Why do they? Is it because they wear black color?
I just feel like they have more character. I'm not saying this doesn't have it. Maybe it's just my cup of tea. These kind of characters.
And you certainly have shown it through your portrayal of cosplays as well. Thank you so much. And I think you win the fight. You guys think Hakken will win the fight? Come on, that's a show. Thank you so much, and I'm certain your fans will say when you have 3 awesome characters fighting the final boss and they are there with you. Thank you so much. So, let us wrap off the entire session with one final question. No worries guys, no worries. You will see Hakken still, because later we have the meet and greet session. So for those who have won the lottery to join in the meet and greet session, please do come by, and then you get to see Hakken in person and interact with Hakken in person. Are you excited in the meet and greet?
Yes.
Thank you. Alright, one last question. Anything you would like to tell your fans?
First of all, thank you all so much for coming today. I know a lot of you come very early, and a lot of you come from different cities and different countries. I'm very sorry if I'm not able to interact with every one of you, but I still hope you guys have fun today, and I hope in the future we're able to meet more, and yeah, I hope to see you guys more in the future.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Hakken. Thank you so much. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Hakken. So we'll be concluding our interview session very soon, but don't you worry, Hakken will still be around, so feel free to come by, and then afterwards we'll have the meet and greet session. So for those who have won the lucky draw, please remember to come by with the necessary documentation, then we can clarify with you, and then you get to interact with Hakken. Thank you so much, Hakken.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you guys later.
谢谢大家的收看，这里频道都是动漫展，喜欢可以订阅分享，还有赞，才不会错过任何通知。